Okay, everybody, it is my pleasure, my honor, to introduce to you the Ontario Leader of the NDP, Andrea Horwath.
Thank you, Paul. Good morning. I guess it's afternoon. No, it's still morning. Good morning, sisters and brothers. In fact, the Liberals have 2 or 3 times since we've been in the legislature these last few minutes tried to push forward on the back to work legislation, and of course New Democrats are standing by, working people as we always do. And as I just said to Kathleen Wynne, she's had 15 years to fund universities and colleges properly so that we don't end up in labor strife time and time again. And shame on her that she did not do so. Those jobs should be good jobs in our post-secondary system. They should be good jobs. And thank you, CUPE members, for the fight that you're mounting to make sure that they are good jobs and that our system has good quality of education. But we are here today to fight for public transportation, for public transit. And once again, New Democrats are with you on this struggle. We know what Liberals and Conservatives always do. They are on a mission to privatize. We've seen them privatize our hydro system. It started with the Conservatives. The Liberals continued on the path of privatization. We know that this Liberal budget allows for privatization not only in transit, but in policing and a lot of other places. Doug Ford is saying that he will leave no stone unturned in his We know what happens when Doug Ford is at the helm. When he was a city councillor here in Toronto, he voted in favor of cutting $5 million from the transit system, cutting bus routes, reducing the quality and availability of public transit to the good people of the city of Toronto. I think that's the wrong direction for this city, and it is the wrong direction for our province. And that's why New Democrats are proud not only to have a platform that will build public transit with public dollars and in a public interest, so not with the P3 model that feathers the nests of the well-connected insiders of the Liberals and Conservatives, but we will also fund the operation of transit systems, including the TTC, around our province. In many places around the world, we see the level of state governments, for example, as well as, in some cases, national governments, helping our transit systems, helping their transit systems to make sure that the quality and reliability of service is there, because they directly fund the operation of those systems. Places like New York, major cities all through Europe. That should be happening in Ontario, but the Harris government got rid of the operational funding for our transit systems, and after 15 years the Liberals have chosen not to reinstate that operational funding. New Democrats proudly will bring back the operational funding 50% after the fare box. That means $330 million for the TTC alone. And let me end with this, because I have to go back in and vote on the budget. Guess how I'm going to vote on the budget. Let me end with this. New Democrats know very well the value of public services and the value of public transit. We know that public transit is something that we need to ensure that people can get back and forth from work, that they can go to school, that they can live their lives in a way that gets them out of their cars and onto a system that helps us deal with our greenhouse gas emissions and live up to our climate change obligations. But we also know that keeping transit public means keeping transit available to every possible community and giving us a chance to expand transit for everyone. Privatization shrinks shrinks the service, if you will. Because all that the private company wants is to pull profits out of the service. And if it means that the routes that don't have as many riders on them are not profitable, then those are the first routes to get cut by the private company. So New Democrats know what it means to have a public transit system. It means good quality service, it means reliable service, it means accountable service, and it means service that grows and supports cities and communities around Ontario. And you can trust New Democrats will not only be helping to keep those services in place, but to keep them public and to keep them well funded. Thank you for your great listening.